This is a series of videos. Please refer to the methods of stitches, ignoring the yarn color. Select the corresponding yarn colors in your material package to learn. Please refer to both the videos and the instructional brochure during your crocheting process. Please make sure to first view the beginning 10 instructional videos to learn the basic methods of crocheting, and then view the instructional videos for your purchased product.
The sport turtles. The crocheting methods for these fur turtles are the same. Only the patterns on the shells are different. I will demonstrate with this rugby ball turtle. If you are not very familiar with basic stitches, you can use the practice yarn and corresponding crochet hook from the material kit. Practice according to the basic tutorial. Let's start crocheting the body part of the turtle. Take out the yarn of the corresponding color. First, hold the yarn end with your right hand. Wrap it around your left pinky finger once. Pass it across your palm and over your index finger. Pinch the yarn end with your middle finger and thumb. This way, the yarn is secured. We can pull the yarn end to lengthen the yarn. Or pull the yarn tail to tighten the yarn. We leave enough yarn end here. We will start with a magic ring. First, make a magic ring on your hand. Wrap the yarn end around your middle finger once. There is a crossing point here. We pinch the crossing point. Then take out the crochet hook. Insert the crochet hook through the loop on your finger. Then wrap the yarn. Pull through. This way, the loop on your finger forms a magic ring.
Working to a magic ring. Wrap the yarn around your little finger. Then bring it up to index finger. Make loop around your middle finger. Pinch the yarn with your thumb and middle finger. Insert hook into the loop on your middle finger. Yarn on the hook, pull up a loop. The loop on the middle finger becomes the magic ring.
In the first round, we will crochet 1 chain stitch, 6 single crochets, and finally 1 slip stitch, 1 chain stitch. Yarn over crochet hook. Pull through the loop on the crochet hook. Chain stitch acts as a turning chain to raise the height. It is not included in the stitch count.
First, work a chain stitch. Yarn on the hook, pull the yarn through the loop on the hook. That's a chain stitch.
Then work 6 single crochets. Insert the crochet hook into the magic ring. Yarn over and pull through. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over. Pull through both loops on the crochet hook. This completes 1 single crochet.
Insert hook into the magic ring. Pull up loop through the magic ring. There are 2 loops on the hook. Yarn on the hook, pull through both loops on the hook. 1 single crochet is done.
We remove the magic ring from our hand. The side of the single crochet forms a V shape. We pick up the 2 strands of this V shape. Attach the stitch marker. We attach a stitch marker on the first stitch of each round. Insert the crochet hook into the magic ring. Yarn over and pull through. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Wrap the yarn on, pull through both loops on hook. This completes the second single crochet. From the side, we can see 2 V shapes. There are 2 single crochets. Insert the crochet hook into the magic ring. Yarn over and pull through. 2 loops are formed on the crochet hook. Wrap the yarn on, pull through both loops. From the side, it forms 1 more V shape. 3 single crochets are completed. From the side, we can see 3 V shapes. The 4th single crochet. The single crochets are completed. The 5th single crochet. Five single crochets are completed. From the side, we can see 5 V shapes. The 6th single crochet. Six single crochets are completed. From the side, we can see 6 V shapes. Next, we tighten the magic ring. Pull the yarn end to tighten the magic ring. Next is a slip stitch. Remove the stitch marker. Insert the crochet hook through the 2 strands of the V shape where the stitch marker is placed. Yarn over and pull through. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Bring the left loop pin to the right loop. This completes a slip stitch.
Snip stitch. Insert hook into the next stitch. Hook the yarn. Pull the yarn through the stitch and also pull it through the original loop on the hook. That's a snip stitch. Repeat. Insert hook into next stitch. Hook the yarn. Pull the yarn through the stitch and also pull it through the original loop on the hook. Repeat 1 more time. Okay, that's a snip stitch.
The side of the slip stitch also forms a V shape. It looks very similar to the V shape of the previous single crochet. We need to tighten the slip stitch to prevent mistaking it for a single crochet. This way, the V shape on the side of the slip stitch is not visible. The slip stitch acts as a connector and is not included in the stitch count. This is what the first round of crochet looks like when completed. Pay attention to maintaining moderate tension during crocheting. Too loose will cause the fabric to deform. Too tight will make it difficult for the crochet hook to pass through the stitch. In the second round, 1 chain stitch, 6 increase stitches, and finally 1 slip stitch, 1 chain stitch. Wrap the yarn around the crochet hook and pass it through the loop on the crochet hook. This is how a chain stitch is completed. Tighten up. Next are 6 increase stitches. An increase stitch means crocheting to single crochets in the same stitch. The first increase stitch. Let's first crochet the first single crochet. The insertion point for the first single crochet of the second round is in the stitch we just slip stitched. We need to insert the hook into both loops of each stitch. The insertion points are all in the stitches of previous round. Here is the insertion point for the first increase stitch. The second. The third. The fourth. Let's first crochet the first single crochet. This is the first single crochet of the second round. We place a stitch marker on this stitch. Next, crochet another single crochet in the same stitch. This completes one increase stitch.
Increase. Increase means working 2 single crochets in the same stitch. In the next stitch, we'll show how to work one increase. First, work a single crochet in the next stitch. Then, work one more single crochet in the same stitch. One increase is done.
From the side view, an increase stitch forms 2 V-shapes. We use the same method to crochet the remaining 5 increase stitches. For the second, first crochet a single crochet. Crochet another single crochet in the same stitch. For the third increase, first crochet a single crochet. Crochet another single crochet in the same stitch. Fifth increase. Fifth increase. Sixth increase. Six increase stitches are done. Finish with a slip stitch. Remove the stitch marker. Insert the crochet hook through the marked stitch. Yarn over and pull through. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Bring the left loop into the right loop. Then tighten the slip stitch. The slip stitch serves as a connecting function. It is not included in the stitch count. This is what the second round of crochet looks like when completed. The third round starts with a chain stitch, followed by a single crochet and an increased stitch as one group. Repeat crocheting 6 groups, ending with a slip stitch. 1 chain stitch. Yarn over crochet hook. Pull through the loop on the crochet hook. Tighten the chain stitch as a starting stitch, which serves the purpose of raising the height. It is not included in the stitch count. Next is the first group. First, crochet a single crochet. Insert the hook into the stitch, just slip stitched and crochet the first stitch of the third round. Attach the stitch marker. Insert the hook into the next stitch and crochet an increased stitch. A group of a single crochet and an increased stitch is completed. A group viewed from the side forms 3 V shapes. We crochet the remaining 5 groups in the same way. Second group, first work 1 single crochet. One increased stitch. Third group, first work 1 single crochet. 1 increased stitch. Fourth group, first work 1 single crochet. 1 increased stitch. Fifth group, first work 1 single crochet. 1 increased stitch. Sixth group, first work 1 single crochet. 1 increased stitch. Six groups are completed. 1 slip stitch. Insert the crochet hook through the marked stitch, yarn over and pull through. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Bring the left loop into the right loop. Then tighten up. The slip stitch acts as a connector and is not counted in the stitch calculation. This is what the third round looks like when crocheting is completed. Next, let's distinguish the front and back sides of the fabric. On this side, you can see the circular texture. This side is the front side, and on this side, you can't see the circular texture. And there is a yarn end from the magic ring. This side is the back side. During the crocheting process, we need to keep the front side facing us. The fourth round starts with a chain stitch, then an increased stitch followed by 2 single crochets as a set. Repeat crocheting 6 sets. Finally, a slip stitch. 1 chain stitch. For the first set, work an increase stitch first. Next are 2 single crochets. Here is what an increase stitch into single crochets as a set looks like. The first set is done. A set viewed from the side forms for V-shapes. We use the same method to crochet the remaining 5 sets. 1 increase stitch for the second group. Two single crochets. One increase stitch for the third group. Two single crochets. Three groups are completed. For the remaining 3 groups, the crochet methods are the same as the previous 3 groups. Please complete them on your own. 6 groups are completed. 1 slip stitch. This is what the 4th round looks like after it is completed. The 5th round starts with 1 chain stitch, then 3 single crochets and 1 increase stitch as a group. Repeat crocheting for 6 groups. Finally, 1 slip stitch, 1 chain stitch, 3 single crochets for the first group. One increase stitch. Here is what 3 single crochets and 1 increase stitch as a group looks like. From the side, it forms 5 V shapes. We crochet the remaining 5 groups in the same way. 3 single crochets. One increase stitch. The second group is completed. 3 single crochets. One increase stitch. 3 groups are completed. For the remaining 3 groups, please complete them on your own. 6 groups are completed. 1 slip stitch. This is what the 5th round looks like when completed. The 6th round starts with a chain stitch, followed by 9 single crochets and an increase stitch as one group. Repeat for 3 groups. Finally, finish with a slip stitch, 1 chain stitch. First group starts with 9 single crochets. Attach the stitch marker. Nine single crochets are completed. 1 increase stitch. This is what one group of 9 single crochets and an increase stitch looks like. From the side, it forms 11 V-shapes. Refer to the method of the first group to complete the remaining 2 groups on your own. 3 groups are completed. 1 slip stitch. This is what the 6th round looks like when completed. For rounds 7 to 10, work 1 chain stitch, 33 single crochets and a slip stitch for each round. 1 chain stitch. Next are 33 single crochets without increasing or decreasing. Without increasing or decreasing means crocheting 1 single crochet in each corresponding stitch. after finishing 33 single crochets without increasing or decreasing. Next is a slip stitch. This is what the completed 7th round looks like. The crochet methods for the next 8 to 10 rounds are the same as the 7th round. Everyone can complete the crochet on their own. This is what the completed 10th round looks like. In the 11th round, we need to change the yarn to continue crocheting. First, cut off the original yarn. Then take out the corresponding color yarn and place it on your hand. Hold the yarn end with your right hand. Wrap it around your left pinky finger once. Hang it on your index finger. Pinch the yarn end with your middle finger and thumb. Press the yarn to the back of the fabric. Next, crochet the 11th round. The 11th round involves crocheting into the back loop only, starting with a chain stitch, followed by 9 single crochets and 1 decrease stitch as a set. Repeat for 3 sets. Finally, finish with a slip stitch. 1 chain stitch. Wrap the yarn around the crochet hook with the color you want to change to. Pull through the loop on the crochet hook. This completes 1 chain stitch. The yarn is also changed. We will tighten the original yarn end. Next, pick the back loop and crochet 9 single crochets. There is a V shape on top of a stitch. The one closer to us is the front loop. The loop farther from us is the back loop we need to pick. Let's take a look at the specific crochet hook method. Insert the crochet hook through the back loop. Then place the 2 yarn ends on top of the crochet hook. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn 2 loops on the crochet hook. Wrap the yarn and pull through both loops. This completes a single crochet through the back loop. Attach the stitch marker. We use the same method to crochet the remaining 8 single crochets. Insert hook into the back loops of the stitches to work the single crochets. Continue crocheting. Nine single crochets are completed. Next is a decrease stitch. Insert the crochet hook into the back loop of the next stitch. Yarn over and pull through. Insert the crochet hook into the back loop of the next stitch.
Yarn over and pull through.
Wrap the yarn on, pull through all 3 loops on hook. This completes 1 decrease stitch.
Method 2. Insert your hook into the next stitch and pull up loop. Then insert your hook into next stitch and pull up loop again. There are 3 loops on the hook. Yarn on the hook, pull the yarn through all 3 loops on hook. That's 1 decrease.
Here is what a group of 9 single crochets and 1 decrease stitch looks like. From the side, a group forms 10 V shapes. We crochet the remaining 2 groups in the same way. 9 single crochets. Nine single crochets are completed. 1 decrease stitch. Insert the crochet hook into the back loop of the next stitch. Yarn over and pull through. Insert the crochet hook into the back loop of the next stitch.
Yarn over and pull through.
Wrap the yarn on, pull through all 3 loops on hook. For the third group, first work 9 single crochets. Nine single crochets are completed. 1 decrease stitch. Insert the crochet hook into the next back loop. Wrap the yarn, pull through the crochet hook, then insert into the next back loop.
Yarn over and pull through.
Wrap the yarn on, pull through all 3 loops on hook. This completes the third set of crochet. Finally, a slip stitch. This is what the 11th round looks like when completed. The 12th round starts with a chain stitch, then 3 single crochets and 1 decrease stitch as a set. Repeat crochet for 6 sets. Finally, a slip stitch. 1 chain stitch. 3 single crochets. One decrease stitch. Here we don't need to pick the back loop of the fabric. We'll work through the whole stitch. Insert the crochet hook through the stitch. Wrap the yarn, pull through the crochet hook, then insert into the next stitch. Wrap the yarn on to pull through. There are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Wrap the yarn on to pull through all 3 loops on hook. This is how 3 single crochets and 1 decrease stitch form a set. This is how a decrease stitch is completed. This is how 3 single crochets and 1 decrease stitch form a set. From the side view, a set forms for V-shaped patterns. We crochet the remaining 5 groups in the same way. Second group, first work 3 single crochets. One decrease stitch. Insert the crochet hook into the next stitch, wrap the yarn, and pull through.
Insert hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through.
There are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Wrap the yarn and pull through all 3 loops on hook. The third set. First work 3 single crochets. One decrease stitch. There are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Wrap the yarn and pull through all 3 loops on hook. 3 groups are completed. The remaining 3 sets are crocheted the same way as the previous 3 sets, so everyone can complete them on their own. 6 groups are completed. 1 slip stitch. This is how the 12th round looks like after crocheting is completed. The 13th round starts with a chain stitch, then 1 decrease stitch into single crochets from a set. Repeat for 6 sets. Finally, finish with a slip stitch. 1 chain stitch. First group, 1 decrease stitch. Two single crochets. This is what a group of 1 decrease stitch into single crochets looks like. From the side, a group forms 3 V-shaped patterns. We crochet the remaining 5 groups in the same way. Second group, 1 decrease stitch. Two single crochets. Third group, 1 decrease stitch.
Two single crochets.
Three groups of crochet are completed. For the remaining 3 groups, everyone can complete the crochet on their own. 6 groups are completed. 1 slip stitch. This is what the 13th round looks like when completed. The 14th round starts with 1 chain stitch, then 1 single crochet and 1 decrease stitch as a group. Repeat for 6 groups. Finally, 1 slip stitch, 1 chain stitch, 1 single crochet. One decrease stitch. This is what a group of 1 single crochet and 1 decrease stitch looks like. We crochet the remaining 5 groups in the same way. Second group, 1 single crochet, 1 decrease stitch. Two groups of crochet are completed. For the remaining 4 groups, everyone can complete the crochet on their own. 6 groups are completed. 1 slip stitch. This is what the 14th round of crochet looks like when completed. Next, we will add the stuffing. Take out the stuffing from the material kit. Tear and fluff it up. Then add it into the fabric little by little. Everyone can add it on their own until finished. After the stuffing is added, we will crochet the 15th round. The 15th round starts with 1 chain stitch, 6 decrease stitches, and finally 1 slip stitch. 1 chain stitch. 6 decrease stitches. 1 decrease stitch is completed. Attach the stitch marker. The second. Two decrease stitches are completed. Use the same method to crochet the remaining 4 decrease stitches. Here, 6 decrease stitches are completed. 1 slip stitch. This is what the 15th round of crochet looks like when completed. Next, we fasten off. Wrap the yarn and pull through. Tighten up. Thread the yarn end into the sewing needle. Pick up the front loops of the last round to close the hole. Then tighten. Thread the yarn end into the fabric. Then fasten off. Tidy up. Thus, the body of a turtle is completed.